Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Echo Killshot, and welcome back to a brand new video. I can officially announce that this is going to be the debut of me and Franchise Fanatics podcast series. This is going to be the first episode. We have a whole bunch of topics listed out, and yeah, guys, it's going to be awesome. I'm joined by the legend himself, Franchise Fanatic, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to, I guess, both of our channels. You're probably going to be seeing this on my channel as well as Echo Killshots. So, if you enjoy it, make sure to drop a like, comment down below what you think, subscribe to both of our channels, and without further ado, Echo, I'll have you take it away with the first spot on the list here.
Okay, so the first topic we are going to talk about is, well, of course, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Holy crap. Okay, so I want to hear your thoughts on this. I mean, we've gotten a bunch of videos of you just straight up ranting and ranting. What else do you think of it?
Well, I think that with that recent marketing with the whole Chewbacca Life Day tweet that Lego Star Wars posted, I think that we're on the road to, getting something. I think that with the Game Awards being in December, I think there's a high possibility we can get some news. I'm not saying there will be, so don't slit my throat if I'm wrong, but I do think that, with them essentially coming back from the dead, much like Palpatine, they're like cloning themselves or something, but I think that we're on the road to getting news. As far as the game itself, I mean, from what we've seen, it looks pretty freaking incredible. I mean, the graphics look great. The new camera angle, new combat system, being able to explore all of these different worlds or planets from all three trilogies is going to be, a complete miracle to go through.
Yeah.
And Lego Star Wars has always been a thing. It's always been my childhood, and it's my adulthood too. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. What are your thoughts?
I'm extremely excited to visit Mustafar. I'm excited to see that Obi-Wan versus Anakin battle. I think that's probably going to bring tears to my eyes, because not only I get to see it in full HD, just straight up amazing resolution, if that makes sense, and quality. But I also get to relive that moment, not only from the movie, but from the complete saga. But as far as everything else, I'm excited for the Phantom Menace to be played out through that. Just pretty much everything for the most part. And do you have any more thoughts? Because we could just keep going back and forth on this. So.
Well, I mean, what order would you play it in? Because you can start from 1 to 9 in any order. So if I'm assuming you're gonna do it for your YouTube. If not, that's fine. But if just for anything, what are you thinking? What order are you gonna do?
I'm gonna do it how I watched the movies, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. Well, the prequel trilogy, original trilogy, and then sequel trilogy. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. If I wasn't doing it for YouTube, I would of course start with The Last Jedi. But
yeah,
if I can get my stupid Xbox to work, I'm gonna definitely do, like you said, 1 to 9.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Rise of Skywalker and the Last Jedi storyline, or the campaign in that game to be played out. It's just, both of those movies, and this is my opinion, guys. So
that movie got it.
Yeah, both of the movies are insane. I love them both, and I just cannot wait to. Oh, I'm just so excited for the most part.
Yeah. No, I mean it's a dream come true. I mean, I've always loved Star Wars, but ever since, it's weird. Like, ever since people started hating on the sequels, I was like, you know what? I love them, and I'm going to talk about them, and I'm going to cover it. So, I mean, I have Star Wars books up the wazoo, man. I mean, I've got comics, novels, video games. I mean, I'm like, Ninjago's my ultimate favorite franchise, but I like to think I know a hell of a lot about Star Wars. So yeah. It's a great franchise to get invested in.
Yeah, my grandma one time, she actually got me a collector's edition Darth Vader lightsaber, and when I tell you that thing blew up like a Christmas tree, it blew up like a Christmas tree. But yeah, I guess this game, even though it's been giving us a little bit of, anger problems, I'm sure that in the end, it'll all be worth it. We got a bunch of other stuff from pop culture to look forward to until spring. Which brings us to our next subject, the Uncharted movie. and the games, of course. So, what are your thoughts on the games?
Yeah, so actually, I own Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, so which is I think 1 through 3, like remastered for PS4. Um, I love those; those are really good. And Uncharted 4, Thief's End, pretty much a perfect game.
Yeah,
My uncle let me borrow what was it, Lost Legacy or something like that.
yeah.
I think.
Oh, do you want to keep going? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was just saying that I think that the first three are good. I have a few issues with how they're kind of directed. So I'll spend a lot of times as Nate just kind of wandering around, like not knowing what the fudge I'm supposed to do. Um, I think it can ultimately be summed up for Uncharted One. My every time I played it, especially for the first time, I got so mad.
Yeah,
So is as you know, Uncharted will essentially tell you to, get behind cover, pop up, and shoot a guy, right?
yeah,
So what'll happen is I spend, X amount of hours ducking and shooting, and then the final boss, you have to literally charge the guy with a shotgun. Now, it doesn't tell you to do that. So, of course, I duck behind cover, I die. I think I died around 14 times in a row. And
jeez.
at that point, I said, "Screw this, I'm done." But yeah, because it's weird, because you're conditioned to not do that. And in real life, it's like, why the heck would you charge the guy with a 12 gauge? And then it turns out you have to. So a few of direction errors, but Uncharted 4 and The Lost Legacy, I think, are very, very solid. What are you thinking?
So when I got the Nathan Drake collection, which I don't know when that came out, probably like 5 years ago, when Uncharted 4 came out, I had a big problem with the camera. Like that thing was just, it was going in and out of Nathan, and it was just all over the place. But the story was good. Um, I liked the whole aspect of like how each story connects up to 4, which I mean that's what it's supposed to be. But yeah, every story is really significant to move on to the next. I mean how you were talking about your Ash versus Evil Dead, how the second one is gonna lead up right to the next one. That's kind of what it felt like for me with Uncharted 1, 2, 3, and then of course 4.
Yeah, they're
Um,
great. They're
yeah.
great.
So now time for the movie. What are your thoughts on the actor and stuff like that?
So, it's I think I did a video on it, but it's kind of a strange topic for me because Tom Holland's a good actor.
Yeah, of
Mark
course.
Wahlberg, from what I've seen, he's a good actor. But it's weird because, and look, let's just be honest here. The reason why we have Tom Holland as Nathan Drake is because he's Tom freaking Holland.
Yeah, of
If he was
course.
just some random dude on the street, we wouldn't have him.
Yeah.
So the actors are fine, and I'm sure they'll do a good job because the trailer that is out looks pretty freaking good. I mean, the
Yeah.
CGI looks all right, the acting, writing, it's all there. It's just it's weird to look at Tom Holland and not see Spider-Man.
Exactly. Like yeah, all I see is Spider-Man. Like wow, he's definitely still got them sticking powers when he's climbing up those crates like in the game.
Right?
um, I
Yeah, I don't know how it's like Spider-Man.
I think the charisma is there for Mark Wahlberg as Sully, because when I play the game, Sully's, you know, he's funny. He's kind of silly. At times he can get serious. And I think the same is there for Nate. And when I heard Tom Holland say crap, that's kind of all I needed to know that this is going in the right direction. Glad to see what they have. Just wish the actor wasn't Spider-Man, like because that's what everybody sees him as. So yeah. So next topic is the next Lego game. We're kind of going back and forth with Lego games and crap. So if you were to pick the next Lego game after Skywalker Saga, what would it be?
First thought, I'd probably go with Lego Indiana Jones 3, because of the fifth film coming out, and
Yeah.
the fact that if they're gonna reuse if Skywalker Saga is a success and it's not imploding on itself, they can probably use the engine for future titles. So I think having a Skywalker Saga engine with new camera, new combat. I mean, imagine Lego Indiana Jones 3 with a huge open world of the desert and
Oh yeah.
all places from all five of the movies, with actual kind of like Mad Max Arkham style combat.
Yeah, and like you could take
I mean, that would
buggies to
be
different hub worlds, to the Temple of Doom, all of that.
right. You
Um,
could ride the horse.
yeah, yeah. And then you can go to that, what's that place in Raiders? It's that sand place. I don't know. I'm probably acting dumb but
I know
and
what you're talking about.
I might be a little bit biased here, but I'm gonna have to go with a Lego Spider-Man game. Um,
Ooh,
I feel like there's a lot, and I mean a lot of content to be put into just a Spider-Man game. You got the Tobey Maguire trilogy, Andrew Garfield duology, and of course with Spider-Man No Way Home, Tom Holland's trilogy. I think all those together, plus the DLC could be Venom. It could be the two Venom movies. I think that would be awesome. Um, and
that would be.
I think it makes for a character roster probably over like 200 characters, because you got to think about the villains, the other supporting characters. And I think it would make, and especially what they could do with this new engine, the free roaming. They can make the swinging more enhanced. You can actually dive like you do in the Spider-Man PS4 game. And
Yeah.
I think all the suits, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and Tom Holland, they would all look significantly different, and they would all look like it would just be awesome. It would be a dream come true. But definitely Lego Indiana Jones is one I have on my list. And yeah. Any other
Yeah, it sounds great. I mean, I find that.
any other Lego games you would want to see in the future, like Lego Batman 4, or that was Lego DC Supervillains, but kinda, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, I probably see. I don't know if they do this, but I recently just got into the Matrix because Matrix 4 is coming out next month, and
Oh yeah.
I mean, there are rated movies, but look, I have the trilogy. I covered them, I reviewed them, all that jazz, and they do not deserve to be R-rated. There's a little bit of blood. Maybe
Yeah.
there's one F word.
I haven't seen them
But
yet.
I think if TT Games... Oh, you haven't seen them?
Yeah, but I'm planning to, but I can't because it's R-rated. But
Okay. Well, I will definitely not spoil it here, but it's easily a PG-13 film series. But I think that they can make a Lego Matrix, maybe like Lego Tintin. I think that'd be kind of neat.
Oh, dude, I love that movie. That movie was my childhood.
Yeah, Tintin, the 2011, yeah, the one that we're talking about. It's one of my top 10 favorite films of all time, and there's a Tintin TV show too, an animated show from the 90s that I have, and that's like 40 episodes. I mean, there's a lot of
Jeez.
material that TT Games could really scrounge out. So I think Matrix and Tintin would be pretty cool.
Yeah, all these other like out of reach franchises that Lego doesn't really, or TT Games doesn't really touch. They touch Marvel, DC, Indiana Jones, Star Wars. I felt like if they I felt like if they dove more into like you said, Matrix and Tintin, I feel like the traversal could be really, and the camera angles, because there was that one shot you were talking about where he's hanging on like you know what I'm talking about, the scene where he's like running away. Yeah, and he's trying to get the paper.
Yeah, I mean, that's my favorite shot in the whole film.
Yeah, mine too. I felt like they could do some cool camera angles with that, and same for Matrix, where Neo is doing that little, where he's leaning on his back. I don't know, but you probably know what I'm talking about, right? And he's dodging all the bullets.
Yeah, where they kind of slow down time.
Yeah, and since it's R-rated, TT Games being TT Games, they can obviously make it kid-friendly, with obviously comedic relief and stuff like that.
I had an idea about a Lego Kingsman game, and my one buddy was like, "Hey, how you gonna make a Lego Kingsman game because of the church scene? Have you seen that?"
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Oh my goodness.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's as R-rated as R-rated could get, and I told him, I said, "Here's what you do. If I was TT Games and one of the Arthur Parsons, whatever, they said, franchise, you make this scene. How would you do it?" I would essentially have the church scene be in an ice cream parlor or an ice cream store, like a Dairy Queen type thing.
Yeah.
And instead of guns and knives, and they'd just be throwing ice cream at each other.
Exactly. Like, bro, you need to be a game. You need to be everything, honestly. Guys, franchise fanatic. He knows a little bit about franchises.
Yeah. Hey, if I could clone myself, I would do it.
Yeah, but obviously all that, all that stress and stuff, I can see why. Yeah, definitely. TT games can make everything kid friendly. Even kissing
Mhm.
scenes, which they tend to make a little funny. Okay, so next topic. We were on that topic for a while. What do you think of the future DC projects? So Batman, Flash, Black Adam, all that stuff.
So DC's in a bit of a weird spot for me because the DCEU or Worlds of DC, whatever you want to call it, um, and I know Ben Affleck. I guess he's technically in the Flashpoint film or whatever, but it seems an awful lot kind of weird because we don't really have Ben Affleck Batman too much anymore, nor do we have Henry Cavill Superman. And if you don't have a Batman and a Superman, that's kind of weird, you know. But I think
Yeah,
that the spot we're in now with the Batman, Robert Pattinson, they're like, oh my god, that's the guy from Twilight.
yeah.
I never saw Twilight, so
Me
I can't
neither.
speak on that. But I mean, he looks badass. I mean, what do you want me to do? But um, it looks fun. I think there are Lego sets on it, which probably means it's going to be PG-13, which I'm fine with. But I mean, just looking at the trailers, it looked like an R rating, similar to how Joker felt
Yeah,
from the trailers.
it's definitely the most darkest one that we've seen.
Oh, for sure. Um, Flash looks good. I think having Michael Keaton back, I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
What else we got here? Oh, we got Aquaman 2.
Oh
Aquaman's one of my
yeah,
favorite DC
and then
films.
Shazam.
Right, Shazam, yeah, and then they have a Black Adam film.
Oh my, there. I think next year is gonna be their year. And me being probably a biased Marvel fan, if I'm not gonna lie, um, DC really has it in the bag next year. This is their time to have a comeback, and it's not like they've ever been bad, but Marvel is just a big takeover. It's really dominant in cinematic wise compared to
Hmm.
DC right now. But hopefully that can change. Like I said, you and me, we're a fan of everything. But yeah, I just hope that it really does improve from um, okay, personally, I don't really like Wonder Woman, and that's not me being sexist, but like, I don't know,
How
nothing.
dare you?
How that, guys? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just the hard truth.
Yeah,
Uh,
don't say anything in the comments.
don't expose me, because I've already exposed
Yeah,
myself. But I,
right.
I wasn't really like a fan of Wonder Woman growing up. Because I felt like I grew up in a time where everybody tried to sexualize her and stuff like that, and I didn't really like
Hmm.
that, so I didn't really get to grow up with the comics. Um, but I thought cinematography was good. I liked how she swoops in. The effects are good. But if they do ever make a Wonder Woman 3, um, I hope they cannot make it a prequel. you know?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, see, I'm weird because uh, my uncle's gonna want to shoot me in the face, but I think Wonder Woman is one of my least favorite DC movies. Again, I like the way it's made. I just don't like how they handled the character of Wonder Woman. I felt that she was handled because if you read a lot of Wonder Woman comics like me, she's very much. I mean, yeah, she's a badass and she's got a sword, but
yeah.
she is a ruthless. She's a goddess. She's a ruthless person. So I think they kind of mishandled her in the film when she's like, "Oh my god, a puppy and ice cream." I felt like they tried to make her too funny.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, like I said, I'm weird because Wonder Woman's my least favorite, and Batman v Superman is my favorite. So I don't know.
I hope they make a third Suicide Squad movie because the first one was just amazing. It gets so slept on. Like, wait, do you like it?
Uh, Suicide Squad 2016, the extended edition, I really love it. Yes, and then the Suicide Squad, the new one. Of course, I think it was a little better, but yeah, the first one, man, gets overhated too much. Jared Leto's great.
Yeah. I love 2016. I love the new one that came out not too long ago. Um, I felt like that is for me peak DC. Okay. Now, obviously, Suicide Squad is
Yeah.
gonna have a lot of funny jokes in it. Um, but it definitely deals with like some of the dark aspects as well.
Oh, for sure. I think one of my favorite scenes is when Enchantress is kind of showing the Suicide Squad, their future, and you see Harley Quinn's, and I find no one talks about this scene. Maybe I'll make a video on it, but it shows that Harley Quinn, she's crazy and she's nuts, right? But
Yeah.
if you really look at that scene, Enchantress is looking into her, and all Harley Quinn wants is a normal life with Joker. Because notice how that scene, if you know what I'm talking about, toward the end, right before she stabs her,
Oh yeah.
she doesn't look like, she doesn't look like Harley Quinn, or Joker doesn't look like Joker. They're normal humans. So I think it's really interesting that deep down, all she really wants is a normal life with her pudding, and it's all gone to crap, So I think that's really interesting stuff.
And that's called like a character arc. Like that's a really well constructed character arc, and it's her character arc is grown more in Birds of Prey, and of course the Suicide Squad, because she feels like she had a family and friends with Rick Flag and stuff. So she is by far my favorite character that's well developed in the DCEU. Obviously, I'm biased, and I'm gonna say Flash because he's my favorite DC superhero. But as far as character development goes, she takes the medal.
Oh yeah, I mean, it doesn't help that she's pretty hot, but I think that she is a well-written character.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I love the actress that plays her. Just perfect. Just like who else is perfectly casted? As a character.
You said like Deadpool.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. So yeah, I love that.
Yeah, same. She's really great. I think that Margot Robbie was perfect to play Harley Quinn in every sense of the word. She nailed it.
Yeah. So okay, here we go. Let's talk about Disney's Lightyear and the future projects of Disney and Pixar. I mean, obviously we got Turning Red coming out. But what are your thoughts on Lightyear? And you've made a video about it, but is there anything else like you could say about it?
Well, I think it's really interesting that we're getting kind of a prequel-esque story of how Buzz Lightyear the man became the Buzz Lightyear action figure toy that everyone plays with.
Yeah.
And I think from the trailer, it looks, I don't want to say it looks dark and gritty, but Toy Story 1 through 4 is for the most part very funny and kind of lighthearted, and this looks more like almost like a period piece, kind of how like the movie Joker was about the man Arthur Fleck and his internal struggle.
Yeah.
And Lightyear kind of looks like a more deeper, more psychological look into the character of Buzz Lightyear. So the animation looks spectacular.
Yeah, because it's really put into perspective how oh, this action figure has buttons. He can say certain things. Yes, he can speak freely when humans aren't around, but it's kind of reflecting on the actual human mind of Buzz Lightyear and kind of what he's gonna go through in this movie, how he's gonna meet his father Zurg, my bad, who I'm also excited to see. Zurg is probably gonna look super cool.
Oh yeah. And now my question is about Chris Evans voicing him. I don't know why they didn't get the other guy, Tim Allen, but
maybe some political issues, I think.
Yeah, it could be. Who knows? Knowing Disney, it probably is. But I do think the movie has potential. I think, look, I love Pixar. I think a lot of people will disagree on me, but I think that the Cars trilogy is my favorite Pixar franchise.
Yeah.
Not just because I grew up with, dude, when I was a kid, man, Cars 1 was in the VHS, or not, DVD player. My very first video game ever was on a Nintendo GameCube, and it was Cars 1. Maybe that's why I love open world games so much, because it was open world, but Cars is just, for me, it's fantastic. Cars 1's great, Cars 2 is amazing, Cars 3 is spectacular.
Yeah, for
so
me...
that's that, but Toy Story...
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay, so it would probably go, Cars 2, or Cars 1, or... yeah, I'm gonna say Cars 2. I really like Cars 2. Cars 1, and then Cars 3. It'll probably change though, because I do got to rewatch Cars 3. But I remember when one of my first ever video games was on the Wii, and it was that Cars 2 video game, and that just brought back so much more nostalgia now that I think about it. But yeah, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, speaking of that, man, that's a great effing game, man. Cars 2, dude. I'm playing it on I think on my Series X, it's like 60 FPS now or something.
You could play it on your Series X.
It's smooth as butter. Oh yeah, it's backwards compatible.
Oh, I need to get that then.
Yeah, well, what do you have, a Xbox One or something?
Yeah, I have an Xbox One.
Okay, yeah. Then if you get it the 360 copy for like $10 on eBay or something, or
Oh yeah,
GameStop.
definitely.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
That game, man, had so many freaking memories, dude. But yeah, it's a great film. But yeah, going back to Toy Story, I think that Lightyear looks fun for sure. I think Turning Red, I don't know. I've seen the 2 trailers for it, and for some reason, Turning Red to me, and again, I don't want to really say it because I didn't see the movie yet, but the trailer, it doesn't look like something Pixar would. It looks like something they shat out and just said, "Yeah, do it."
Yeah.
To me, it just looks kind of poorly done. But maybe I'll love the film. Who knows?
Yeah, same here. I don't know what future projects they got planned, but Luca was good. I haven't seen Encanto yet. Is that how you pronounce it? Encanto?
No, I think it comes out tomorrow or the next day. It's out either now or coming out very soon.
When I saw the trailer, I was like, ooh, Magic Family. Except this one girl, she doesn't have magic abilities. I mean, Pixar does good with their stories and their messages. But personally, I'm not really that excited to see Encanto. But I will check it out. I will check it out for the culture.
Yeah, my only issue with Encanto is that it looks very similar to Coco, which is
Oh, I loved Coco.
I do too. Now, was Coco Pixar or was it just Disney? I can't remember.
I think it was Pixar. That Pixar.
Okay, it's kind of weird that they're doing like, oh, we got a Mexican movie, and then 2 years later, oh, we got another one. But I'll see it. I'll review it.
Yeah, I might do a review too, but time for our next topic. It is gonna be, okay, ready for this one? Here we go. Drum roll, please.
All right.
Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Ooh boy, this is a big one for you. I'll let you start first.
Okay, let me just say, my trailer reaction. I'm not sure if you want to see it or if you really want to see it, because either way, your ears are gonna get blasted. So
Yeah, rip headphone users.
yeah, rip headphones user. You want to turn it down to a 10, okay? Maybe a 5.
Yeah, right. No, put it at 0.
But at 0, yeah, you can actually hear it through the screen even though there's no audio coming through. I'm that loud. I think I shattered glass. Yeah, I shattered my candle glass once. What? Yeah, I shattered my candle glass. Yeah, my mom was mad. But yeah, Spider-Man: No Way Home. So this movie is gonna be so sentimental and nostalgic for me if we get the other Spider-Man. But more importantly, even if the other Spider-Man weren't in the movie, I'm glad this is diving deeper into Tom Holland's story. I saw your Spider-Man Far From Home review, and I absolutely loved it. I completely agree with everything. I didn't really like Mysterio that much, but then again, I mean, good casting. But yeah, this movie is gonna. I hope each of the villains, even though there's like 5 of them, there might be 6. I hope each of them gets their individual story, because this movie's gonna be like 2 hours and 40 minutes. I heard. But yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, this movie's. I mean, it's freaking nuts. I mean, it's almost more insane than like Endgame because just
Exactly.
of the publicity and the marketing. I mean, on one hand, like you said, you have the Tom Holland stuff. You have it's another Spider-Man movie, so that's something. And then you've got the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield villains returning. Again, here's the other thing, though. We there's no confirmation that Tobey and Andrew are in this film. It's highly likely, but there's still no confirmation. So my only hope is that, let's say the worst happens and they're not even in this. I have a feeling the internet's gonna, World War III is gonna happen, which I don't want because
it's gotta happen.
like I don't want the movie to be a great film and then everyone else like, oh well, it's great, but it sucks because they weren't in it. It's all about expectations not being met. So I hope they are in it, but just the fact that Daredevil might be in it. I mean, I think this movie should be 3 hours because it seems like they're trying to pack a lot of stuff into a 2 hour and 47-minute long film.
It should be 8. It should be 12. It should be 24, bro.
Yeah, right.
Like seriously, like that.
I'd watch it. I mean,
me too.
I watched the Snyder cut.
Oh, me too. I had a massive headache after watching that.
Well, I mean, that was 4 hours long. So
Exactly. Longest movie.
For sure, yeah. That was my longest film of all time because I've seen Lord of the Rings, Endgame, all that, but Snyder Cut was the longest. But I think that this film, uh, my only hope is that, of course, for Toby and Andrew, but I hope that they're able to fit these different uh, villains and different story points into the film without it feeling rushed. Like, even though Snyder Cut was extremely long, when that movie ended after I took my headache pill, I definitely I thought to myself and I said, "Wow, that was a full package. Like, that was an experience. It wasn't just a movie." So I hope that this film is the same thing.
I cried. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I cried when I that flashpoint scene, like when he was just, you gotta break the rule, Barry. You gotta break it now. Like, I cried, bro. Like, that's what I needed. Like, Grant Gustin's Flash is
Yes.
still my favorite Flash by 1,000, because, well, he has 8 seasons. He has more character development. But Ezra Miller just knocked it out of the park with that. Like, I can't believe they cutted that out.
Right?
It makes me so
Now,
mad.
look, I know. I enjoy Justice League, Vanilla Justice League, whatever you want to call it. I
Vanilla.
don't hate that film. Yeah. But I mean, Snyder Cut blows it out of the friggin' water for sure. So
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. But yeah, going back to No Way Home, I think that it could benefit from a longer time period. But for what we have, I'm pumped out of my mind. I mean, I'm excited for every Marvel movie. Um, but I mean, the marketing alone. I mean, Sony is not. They're not idiots. They're basically marketing this film off of a rumor.
Off of a rumor. It's crazy.
I mean, off of a leak. It's just some guy in his basement went, "Oh, Toby and Andrew are in it," and then they roll with it. And I mean, people are gonna buy tickets for this film only just to see if they're in it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Some people don't even care about the story.
I would too, but I also care about the story. I'm trying to understand, like, the plot of somewhat, like, how he's got to get these villains home, but Doctor Strange won't let him. I think that's a good plot point, but I feel like there's a deeper plot. Like, I think it's really going to be based about how Spider-Man is trying to deal with responsibility, which I think we're going to get a line, referencing to Uncle Ben, because I think they have the rights to say that now in their movies. I don't know. Um,
I hope.
I think saying that now, and, like, especially giving us that "with great power comes great responsibility" line, or something like that. Not only it will improve the plot just because of that line, but it'll make the movie better if it's in it. But I'm excited for this movie. I keep trying to tell myself Andrew and Toby aren't going to be in it, but it's like they also have to be in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it just makes for a great.
Right. And I mean, even with Sam Raimi, I mean, who directed the first, the Tobey Maguire trilogy, he's directing Doctor Strange too.
It's so, like, what?
Yeah, Marvel's not stupid. They're talking. I think they know what's going on here. And look, 99.9% they'll be in it, but again, you play that card of, well, they didn't officially confirm it, so you can't get mad.
Yeah, if they're not in it, I'm gonna be like I'm gonna lock my doors, because honestly, like, the purge might happen, bro. The purge might happen.
You're gonna scream so loud you'll break my computer screen.
Bro, I'm gonna try not to scream.
Yeah, I mean, hell, you should be an opera singer at this point.
Okay, I'm not. No,
Yeah, right.
yeah, no, no. Okay, so what else? Oh, okay. So speaking about Marvel again, Marvel shows. So that we had Disney Plus Day. We have that Agatha show. We're gonna have an Echo show. We got the Hawkeye show coming out tomorrow, which I hope you will be reviewing. I will be reviewing it too. So, yeah.
Yeah. Look out for that.
But out of all the Marvel shows that have been announced at Disney Plus Day, which one are you excited for the most?
Honestly, probably Moon Knight, because the little snippet that we got of Oscar Isaac. Look, I love the sequels. I love Poe Dameron as a character. I think Oscar's a great actor in those films. So getting to see him kind of stretch his legs into an MCU project is really cool. It looks brutal, but Moon Knight is basically Marvel's Batman.
Yeah.
And if done right, I think it'll be really cool to see. And just the footage of him, jumping off of the
That
rooftops
was
at
so
night, and you see the
dope.
moon in the
And
background.
like, oh my gosh,
I mean, it looks insane.
such a good shot. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I've
mean, She-Hulk looked cool. She-Hulk. Um, I think they had like an I Am Groot show. So yeah, they got Miss Marvel. They got a lot of cool stuff coming up.
yeah, and like I said, like a couple minutes ago, I really hope DC takes the cake next year because Marvel's gonna come strong and they're not gonna wait, you know.
Yeah, Marvel hits hard every year.
Yeah, they really do. Back with the Moonlight thing though, I like how in that snippet we kind of got like some like a little bit of a psychological thriller, if you know what I'm saying. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because he doesn't know that he's doing the things because he's kind of put under this trance. And then the thriller, obviously, like like he's pretty much Batman. And if they
Right.
imagine if they were to go up 1v1, I'm still gonna say Batman wins, because well, one, he's Batman, but hopefully this show expands more.
I think Batman would beat everyone in the whole world.
He's peak human. I think one time he's
Yeah.
been like peak superhuman. No, not peak, but like low superhuman status.
Yeah. I mean, Batman's been around since the friggin' 40s. I mean, he has a zebra costume. I mean, he's done it all.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, what is your favorite Batman outfit?
Oh, jeez. Oh man. I mean, I gotta say probably the Ben Affleck one from the DCEU. I think that's really cool because my problem with Christian Bale's is that he looks too skinny. He doesn't look like a brawler. He just looks like some dude you'd find on the street and put it on.
Yeah, and
As
especially
far as suit, no, you're fine. What were you gonna say?
uh, I'm not a big fan of his voice. Like how he's like, oh, "Where is she?" or something like that.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
feel like if he's trying to force it all the time, like have you ever seen the Arrow show? He also tries to force his voice to sound more menacing. Like I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of that. I mean, he obviously does it pretty well, but it's like, I don't know. I can't explain it. But he's still like one of my favorite Batmans. But
Oh yeah.
that's kind of one of my complaints. But what were you gonna
I
say?
mean, imagine you're Alfred, and you're like, Master Wayne, would you like some pizza? And he's like, yeah, I'm Batman. It's like, it's like you're smoking a 50 pack. It's like, how the hell do you even do anything when you know,
Get me a
like,
cake
man,
pop
but
from
yeah,
Starbucks
yeah, right,
and give me some
yeah,
swimming
Jesus.
gear, like a rubber ducky.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you can use your normal
like
voice.
Lego. I think, yeah, right. When you're around Alfred, but I think my favorite Batman of all time would, probably top three. If I could do animated two, I'd probably say Ben Affleck, Christian Bale, and Will Arnett from Lego Batman. I think that the
Yeah,
Lego Batman movie is one of my favorite comic book. It's the Lego Batman movie is by far my favorite DC movie. You go Lego Batman movie, Joker, Aquaman.
yeah. Oh, I loved. Man, are you telepathic with me right now? Cause what the heck?
I think so.
Yeah. We might be twins. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much it for me. I want to say Lego Batman. The Lego Batman movie has one of the best intros in all of cinematic history. And you said the same for Kingsman Golden Circle. I listen to all your reviews, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kingsman 2 is that's,
I need to watch Kingsman 2. I haven't seen that one yet.
oh yeah, it's my it's the best one, and the Kingsman, the prequel's coming out next month already, so I suggest you get on it because they're good films.
Yeah, the villain looks kind of weird though. Is that what it's supposed to be? Cause, um,
Which one are you talking about? The Kingsman?
yeah, the Kingsman. The villain looks kind of weird.
Yeah, what you'll know about the Kings, or what you'll find out about the Kingsman films, is that they're it's like James Bond on crack. They're very over the top, not in a cheesy way. It's more of like a campy way that actually works. I haven't seen the film yet, but yeah, the Rasputin or whatever, he looks like a freaking crack addict, and that's probably because he is. So,
that just made me laugh because I can actually see it, like just his beard and his hairdo, just.
oh yeah, just snorting a line before fighting the guys.
Oh my god.
You know.
Give me a minute, guys. Oh, okay. Time for our next topic.
All right.
Our next topic is Ghostbusters.
Ooh, okay.
So I have not seen Afterlife yet, so this might be a iffy topic to talk about. But I did just watch. I literally just watched the first one like freaking an hour ago.
No.
And it, I don't want to say I didn't really like it, but it was funny. Especially with Peter Venkman bad mouthing the inspector guy. I thought that was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I am going to go see Afterlife on Friday, and I might do a review. But what can you say for me to expect, like, as a person that just watched the Ghostbusters movie that kind of liked it? What do you think I'll think about this movie?
So I saw the first one a while ago. I need to rewatch it. I didn't even see Ghostbusters 2. I recommend you see it because it's in canon, but I didn't see it myself. I need to, but without spoiling Afterlife, it is a direct sequel to 2 and 1. The all-female 2016 one does not count for canon for this. So if you have not seen it, I still recommend you see it, but
Yeah,
you know,
I watched
that
it. It's a
count
great movie.
Yeah, I enjoy it. But yeah, so Afterlife, it's basically it's in the same vein as 1 and 2 from what I can, at least for 1 from what I've seen. But it's, the CGI is perfect. Everything, the acting is better, effects are better, writing's better, jokes are better. I mean, it's I've seen, like I said, the first one and then the 2016 chick one, and this is my favorite. Afterlife is my favorite one. I mean, it's got fan service in there, where I'm not the biggest fan of this franchise. I like it, but it's not Star Wars or Ninjago or Marvel.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
even I mean, I was in the theater watching Afterlife, and it was a crowded theater, and there were times when I was like, "Oh my god!" or "Holy crap!" There's a lot of. It's a really good movie. I mean, I think you're really going to enjoy it, but expect it is definitely the scariest one. It is not. It's not straight up horror, but there are some good jump scares in there.
You want to know what
It's got
scared
good
me?
acting, like I said. What's that?
In Ghostbusters 2016, it's the very beginning with that haunted house, and then she creeped me out. and I watched that. Yeah, I watched that when I was like freaking 11, so probably not the best idea.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say about more of that?
No, but I mean, wrapping this up, I think that you'll enjoy it. I think hardcore fans will love it, and fans like myself and you are just it's pretty good. It's definitely worth watching. It's got a good. It's kind of like the Force Awakens of the Ghostbusters. It kind of is like a soft reboot, but it's also a direct continuation, and that's the best. If you like the Force Awakens and how they kind of paid homage to the originals and all that, while still being its own unique thing in the canon, I think that's the same thing what they did for Afterlife, and I think they succeeded.
Yeah, so we're getting closer to the end of all the topics I have, and if there's any more topics like you want to talk about, like Call of Duty, just let me know. But for this one, and this is a personal question for you, okay? Here we
Gotcha.
go. What are the bad movies that you have seen in 2021?
Huh. See, that's hard because a lot of people on my channel go, "Oh, franchise, you're biased. You like everything." That's not true. I just happen to like quality things.
Exactly.
And I'm not gonna, I'm not fake. I'm not gonna sit here and go, "Oh, this movie sucks," or "This is the best movie of all time." So, 2021, I didn't really see a whole bunch of. I'm trying to. What the hell did I even see? Ghostbusters, I liked. Man, what else? Addams Family 2 was good, but it's not something I would rush to get the Blu-ray of. It was better than the first one. I hated the first Addams Family animated film. I did not like that at all. This one was a little bit step above, but it's subpar. It's nothing special. As far as 2021, that's about it. I wanted to see Dune, but that didn't happen.
Okay, here are my thoughts on Dune. Just a quick little thing. I didn't even finish it. I was just not intrigued by the plot at all. It's not because I didn't know anything prior to it, but yeah, I mean, I think you should see it because I think you would like it. But for me, it was confusing. But yeah, go back to what you were saying.
Well, did you see it on HBO Max, or did you like walk out of the theater?
Oh, I saw it on HBO Max because I'm not gonna go see a movie
Okay, I'm like,
that's also on like a streaming service unless like I'm a big fan of it, you know. Like I saw
gotcha.
what was it? I saw Space Jam in theaters, and I knew it was gonna be on HBO Max, but I had been a fan of the first movie, so that's why I wanted to go see it in theaters. It's just those special movies that you really want to go see. So yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Now, if we're just talking bad movies in general, I've got a little list here, but
Okay.
I would have to say
Let 'em out.
Box Trolls, that movie blew. Wonder Woman, it's not. I don't want to say it's objectively bad, but again, I had a few issues with the character. Frozen, I'm not just saying that because Frozen's popular. I just genuinely didn't really like it. I felt like it was more for. I mean, it's for all ages, but I figured, like, if I'm hanging out with my homies and they're like, yo, let's watch a movie, I'm not going to say, let's watch the movie where a bunch of ladies sing and dance about dating.
Yeah, and especially about a movie that wants you to go take a crap, let it go. Like, no.
Yeah, right. Exactly, yeah. I heard that damn song so many times that, it's going to be at my funeral or something, but Frozen 2 was better. I'll just say that. But Catwoman with Halle Berry, if you've seen that, don't.
Oh, I saw the basketball scene. I saw the basketball scene. Yeah, that's oh my god, bro, why did she swoop it underneath her legs? Like, what?
I don't know. I think the choreographer was on crack or something because he didn't know what the hell he was doing.
Like Rasputin.
Yeah, right. Like, I don't know. That's weird. Movie itself is just trash. And then Batman and Robin with, I mean, all I have to say is George Clooney as Batman. Like we have Christian Bale who goes like, I'm Batman. Stuff like that. Yeah. And then this guy goes, hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
Hi, Freeze. Like, I'm Batman.
It's just George Clooney.
Exactly, like give it a little voice or something. Don't make it like too deep, but like, geez. The best thing I liked about that movie was Uma Thurman.
Yeah, I mean, she was a little bit off the charts. I mean, besides looking all right, she was, I'm afraid you will die. I mean, it's just whatever, But I mean, movies that there aren't really that many films I like downright hate. I mean, when I give an F to a movie like Catwoman. I mean, it's got to be, the shitiest of the shite,
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm a more positive film reviewer, like, some of my friends are like, oh, this movie's great because I had fun. Well, like Joker, for instance, I give Joker an A+, not because I had a great time with it, I mean, if you've seen it, it's depressing as all hell, yeah. But it's well made, like, yeah. I'm not going to watch Joker for fun. Because every time I finish watching it, I want to go, cry. So I'm a little bit weird with that. But yeah, I mean, some movies are pretty trash, but we'll have to see. There's always more movies coming out. There's always new stuff to look forward to.
Yeah. And I have something to say.
That's what's great about franchise.
Yes, definitely. I have something to say to people who think The Last Jedi is a bad movie. Is it a bad Star Wars movie? No, it is not a bad Star Wars movie. It's pretty much the best. Me and franchise, no franchises. So, I mean, take it from us. But like, as a movie, like, it's not one I want to watch like all the time. But like as a Star Wars movie, like if I'm if I'm doing a marathon, I will be pumped as freak for that one when it comes up.
Oh yeah. But I mean, I think I don't know. We could probably when we do a part 2 for this. We'll have to talk about it more because I could talk about that movie for years.
Oh, yeah, we could do a whole episode if you want.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I mean, when I say it's my favorite film of all time, and I've seen a poop ton of movies. I have a huge Blu-ray collection, and I've seen them all multiple times. And I mean, I have reasons, but yeah, I think it's great. I don't know why people. I think it was maybe just about expectations, like they wanted Luke to do this, and they wanted Snoke to be. Your dog or something stupid.
Yeah, they just wanted Luke fan service.
Yeah, because I think what Luke did, if I don't want to say they're fake fans on here, but if the haters can get the cotton out of their ears for a minute, what Luke did on Crate, like facing Kylo Ren without even hurting him, um, without even being there, I mean, that is the true definition of what a Jedi is.
Exactly. Like they're not so aggressive, but they also know how to control the force within. Like it's such an amazing movie. Honestly.
Yeah, I think like Luke Skywalker is my favorite character in all of cinema because of that film.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay, so to wrap up this episode, which I hope you guys did enjoy us giving our thoughts on all these topics. I know I enjoyed it. What about you?
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, hopefully, if I can get this thing on YouTube, and it's all working, I'll be down to do multiple episodes. So yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. But to wrap up this episode, truly, I gotta ask, how do you do the Joker impression?
Well, which one? So
okay, so
Mark Hamill.
Yeah. The Arkham. What is it? Arkham Asylum one. You know the one I'm talking about. Though.
Right.
Hello, Daddy.
Yeah, Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Right. It's weird because for my voices, I really like. Sometimes I'll spend like 30 minutes in the bathroom just looking at the mirror and talking to get it right. And I look like a moron, but I mean that's how I do it. So for Joker, I don't know how to really explain it. You have to kind of go a little bit higher pitched. And if you really want to learn how to do Joker Mark Hamill, I would just listen to Joker Mark Hamill for a while. Whenever he says something, repeat it. So if you're here, hey Bats, what you doing? And you go, hey Bats, what you doing? It's that kind of. It takes time, but I mean the laugh when I first did like the.
I'm sweating from that. I'm sweating for that, bro. That creeped me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's fun, but it takes time. It takes effort. So if you want to learn voices, I mean, I do like 30. So I mean, it takes a long time.
Yeah. But yeah, guys. Oh, my head is hurting from all that because I got like a hat on and my headphones on. You'll see it in the video. But yeah, guys, if you did go on to enjoy this little podcast episode and you want it to be a series, please like this video up because for me and for Franchise, it's going to be like a lot of editing of gameplay and clips of just what we're talking about. So if you guys could just do us that little favor on both of our channels and both of our videos, please do so because it really does help us both out a ton.
Yeah, so I mean, like Echo said, if you enjoy it, make sure to like, comment down below what if your answers. If you want to play along, make sure to leave a comment. And subscribe to me, subscribe to him because Echo Killshot is almost at 500 subs. I mean, I'm not just saying this because you watch me. I think you have good content, so you definitely deserve more subs and views.
You do too. Thank you.
Yeah, so it was fun. I can't wait to do another one. Hopefully, I'm going to do a little pray right now, and, if you're seeing it, then it went on YouTube, but 54 freaking minutes, and we're still going.
Bro, this is your longest video. It's going to be your longest video. Oh, my God.
I might have to even segment into parts, but, yeah, this is the end, so hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun, man, and hopefully soon we can do a part 2 and 3 and, all that.
Yeah, on specific topics. Oh,
for sure. Yeah, I can't wait. It was a lot of fun. It's good topics, by the way.
Thank you. I came up with them myself. Well, I sent you the screenshot, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, you added some, so that was cool.
Yeah.
I think we did a good job for going off script. So anyway, again, make sure to go subscribe to Echo Killshot and myself. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.